Hello everyone, my name is Jennifer Stay. This is Coloring Bliss. I have little Rose right here, and together today we want to talk about metallic gel pens. Specifically, I want to talk about a new line by Paper Mate. It's their InkJoy metallic gel pens. Really cool. I love the InkJoy pens. We'll talk a little bit about the different types of pens there are. Last time we talked about InkJoy was back in June of 2024. Yeah, June of 2024. So it's been a while since we've visited InkJoy. But I want to compare these gel pens to some of the other brands like Sakura Gelly Roll metallic gel pens or the Deco Gel Metallic by Karin. And I also want to compare them to a cheaper brand too and see how they perform, see if it's worth the extra money, and then at the end I'll give you a recommendation of which metallic gel pen I think you should buy. So let's get started by unboxing and talking about Paper Mate InkJoy. Okay, InkJoy is a well-known, well-loved line of gel pens by Paper Mate. Now I have a whole big collection. This right here is from last year, 2024. These are the brights that you can see on black paper, and I believe this has been expanded to 10 colors now, not just the 6 that I have. Now these are the rest of the line here that you can buy in a big box. You can buy them, I think, in a 36 color box, and I think there were 30 colors in that box. There were 6 duplicates. So this is a really fun set of gel pens. The only downside I can see in the InkJoy line is that they have a 0.7 millimeter nib. I really love a 1.0 millimeter nib because it makes it easier and juicier for coloring. You can get smear effects, you can fill and flood in whole areas. They just work a little better for coloring. But in the office and for handwriting in my notes and my journals, the Paper Mate InkJoy are awesome, and I love the big variety of colors. So now they have a metallic line, so we're going to take a close look here. I believe they are still 0.7 millimeter, and I think Miss Rose wants to get down. You want to get down? Okay. She's been sitting with me for a little while already, so I think she's ready to go do something else. Okay, so let's take a close look here at this package together, and then we'll open it up. Really pretty packaging. Metallic, shines on light and dark paper, so we'll test that. And ooh, it's a 0.8 millimeter gel pen, so we've gone up a little bit, which I'll take it. I'll take a little extra ink any day. It says stands out on light and dark paper. Vibrant metallic ink works great on any color paper for bullet journaling, doodling, card making, and more. And I wanted to see where this is a Newell brand product made in the USA from domestic and global components. So they're coming in from all over, it looks like, but it's being assembled in the USA is what I'm guessing all of that means. So that's cool. Okay, now let's open these up and let's swatch them right away so that we can see what we are dealing with. One more thing to note before I start swatching the metallics, we'll do the white paper first and then we'll do it on black paper, is that the tip is sealed with a tiny little bit of wax. There you can see tip seal. So the pen you are about to enjoy is sealed for freshness. Please remove the little ball of wax from the tip before use. So to do that, I usually use some scissors. Let me show you what the little tip, the wax tip looks like. Hopefully you can you see it on there? That one's not very easy to see. Let's see if you can see it better on this one. I think you can see that, and then I just take my scissors and kind of pull on that end, and off that little ball of wax comes, and we're ready to swatch. There, you can see the ball of wax better on this green pen. Okay, we've got them all swatched, and now I want to move it in the light and see how metallic these really are. Come on, be good. Well, that silver right there is really good. There. We're catching it in the light now. They're okay. They're not fantastic, but they're about what I would expect from a metallic gel pen. I can't wait to compare them to the other two brands. Well, actually there's 3 brands I want to compare them to. So that's really good, but let's see what they look like on black next. Maybe they'll be even shinier on black. Okay, we've got all of the metallics all on here now. Let's move them in the light and see if they do better when they're on black paper. What do you think? Comment below. Do the metallic gel pens look better on white or on black? That silver is still jumping out at me like, wow, I'm a really good pen. Interesting. I think they look a little better on camera than they do in person, to be honest. But they're looking really good. So let's talk about the prices. The metallics are 10 for $19.49. That's about $1.95 per pen for these metallic gel pens. Now the brights are now in a pack of 10 for $19.97, so about the same price for the brights. I'll put links to both of those. And then I'll also put a link to the 36 box that we showed last year in the video where we compared the 2 different types of inks, the brights versus the original. And you can see the original ink didn't work on the black paper, but the new brights and the new metallic colors do work on black paper. So that's important to note. Now, let's compare them to a couple different brands. I'm going to grab a white piece of cardstock and let's play around a bit here and see what we can do with these gel pens. Okay, for this test I want to see the difference between the InkJoy Metallics and the Karin Metallics and the Sakura Gelly Roll Metallics. And I'm also wanting to see the difference when we use a cheaper brand like AEN Art and see what their metallics look like. So first I will swatch the InkJoy and then we'll go into the Karin DecoGel Metallic. Next up, I'd like to see the Sakura Gelly Roll Metallics. Now, it's worth saying that the Sakura Gelly Rolls have been sitting on my shelf and only being used once in a while for the last couple years. Now, the same goes for the Karin, so we'll see how well they do after sitting for so long on my shelf. Now, the final set of metallics I'd like to compare them to is AEN Art. This is an inexpensive Amazon brand that we discovered when we did our battle of the inexpensive Amazon gel pens. And it's one of the winners, and it does have some metallics in the set. Okay, so we have all of the 10 Paper Mate InkJoys. We have a selection, I think I did 12 of the 20 Karin DecoGel Metallics. We have 10, well, I did a selection, 12 of the Sakura Gelly Rolls, but there's more than that that are available out there. And then I did all 18 of the AEN Art gel pen set. It actually comes from a set of 80 gel pens, but you get 18 metallic pens. So the prices between them are $1.95 per pen for Paper Mate, $1.83 per pen for Karin, $1.32 per pen for Sakura Gelly Roll, and 25 cents per pen for AEN Art. Now that's 25 cents because it's about $20.15 right now here in the US. All these prices are prices from the US on Amazon as of May 2025. So this by far is the best deal down here. But do they look the best? Let's move them in the light and see what we can see with the shine. There's certain pen inks that are really catching the light, and others not so much. Wow, I'm really impressed by the Karin. They are shining really well compared to all the others. So my recommendations, if you're looking for a really shiny metallic gel pen, go for the Karin. It's only $1.83 per pen. You get it in a nice box set of 20. I'll put the link in the video description to all of these in case you're interested. And they've been on my shelf for a while, and they all drew beautifully even though they've been sitting there for a while. So Karin is really good, but for the value, I would send you towards AEN Art. You get this entire case, a really nice black case. You get refills, which we didn't even include in the price. So technically the price should be half of this 25 cents per pen. It should be more like 13 cents per pen because you get a refill. And then in here you get all these beautiful basic, standard, good colors. And then you get your metallics, you get your swirl pens, and you get glitter gel pens over here. So a really good balance of different types of pens that I highly recommend. They all work really great. So yeah, now that we have discussed metallic gel pens, I'd like you to comment below. Do you have a favorite set? Now we're not talking about hybrid pens because my favorites still are these guys here, the Pentel Sparkle Pop and Krazy Pop pens. They are the best and what I recommend for a really good sparkly metallic finish. But here we're talking about just basic metallic pens. Do you have a set here that you're interested in? Do you have a set at home that you use that you really love? Please share in the comments. It makes our community really strong and helpful to each other when we share information like this. So my recommendations are first, the Karin DecoGel Metallics because they have the best shine out of all of them. And then second, I would send you to AEN Art because you get a full set in a case, all for about 20 bucks. Really good value for gel pens there, and you get all these beautiful metallics. And they shine decent. It's more of a sheen is what a metallic gel pen does. And they're sheening pretty good. Not as good as the Karin DecoGel, but they're doing pretty good for a metallic, very inexpensive gel pen. Alright, well thank you for joining me for this video. Make sure you like this video if you found it helpful and entertaining, and also subscribe to our channel. We are so close to 100,000 subscribers and I need your help to get us there. Please give us a subscribe. Please, right now, take just a second, hit subscribe. Thank you so much for subscribing, and thank you for joining me today. I hope you learned a lot about metallic gel pens. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful, colorful, blissful, metallic-filled day. Bye-bye, everyone.